Good evening there. Again, good evening all, right? So, first of all, we are going to do the solid lesson today. Alright, solid. Then, make a patta is here. Right? There is no so many number of logics to understand in this solids. And then we are going to move to our paper as well, right? And we want to discuss our paper, right? And I think we just finished the part one of the paper, right? As I remember, right? And Hirusha, did we finish the paper number one, part one, all 20 questions? Did you finish that? I think no, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So after completing this lesson, we are going to move to the paper, right? Then, if we have enough time, right, we are going to discuss some homeworks from algebraic expression lesson. Okay. Right. Okay. First of all, let's go to the lesson, right? So today we are going to do this solid lesson, right? Make a look at right? There is something you need to remember actually, right? At the end of this lesson, let's put a small summary about the solids that we have learned up to now at the end of the lesson, right? So, right? And in your grade 7, right? In your grade 7 third semester, you have learned about these solids as well, right? In your grade 7, right? So there are some solids like cube, cuboid, and tetrahedral, square pyramid, and triangular prism. And we discussed those 5. අපි මේ පහ discuss කරමු, right? And when it comes to your grade 8, right? There are 3 to 4 solids, right, are being added newly, right? So later we are going to discuss about them. First one is octahedron, then dodecahedron, then icosahedron, right? පට්ට නම් ටිකක් තියෙනවා. හරි? icosahedron, right? So those things are the newly added, right? Newly added solids to your syllabus in your grade 8. All the other solids are from your grade 7. Right. So let's go to the lesson, right? So first of all, I think you can complete all the things in your tune. All the things you can do or you can complete inside the tune, right? You can write all the things in the tune. Correct? So first of all, solids. Right. So what do you know about solids? We're not done, right? Right. So solids are being made of, right? Solids are being made of yes, by using the plane figures, right? Shape of different plane figures, right? So if you want to build a solid, right? If you want to build a solid, there might be plane figures or there can be curved surfaces. Curved surfaces. Right now in your age, right? In your grade, you are not going to take that kind of curved surfaces solids. Right? So later on, you will be dealing with those things, right? Grade 9, 10, 11, so on and so on. Right now, you are dealing with, right, the solids with plane surfaces, right? Flat surfaces. Right. So first of all, I have given you some solids in the page number 1. And you have already learned, you have already gained the knowledge about those solids, right? In your grade 7. Grade 7, third term. Right? Right. So, first of all, what are the solids that you know? Right? I have given 5 solids and you know how to name them. Can anyone tell me what is the name of the first solid? By looking at the image, first image in the tube. What is the first solid?
Octahedron.
First solid, first figure.
Cuboid.
No, I am asking the page number 1, top. What are the solids that you know? First one.
Cuboid.
Yes, cuboid. Right, then what do you have?
Cube.
Cube. Third one? Right. Tell me. Tetrahedron. මතක නෑනේ. Right, super. Right. Then in the below you have square pyramid. Right? Triangular prism. Right. Okay. So I will draw them in the board so that you can refer them. Alright. So first thing, page number 1. Right? Page number 1. First subtitle. What are the solids that you know? Right? So Puthala, these things you already know. Huh? What are the, no need to write these things, right? What are the solids? Right? That you know, right? Right. So first of all, I have given you a figure, some figure like this. So you know the name of this solid, right? And below I have given you some dotted line so that you can write the name of this solid. This is called cuboid. Please put the write it. This is called the cuboid. Then you have something like this. Right? This is a cuboid, right? Cuboids faces are, right? Like they are not identical faces, right? Cuboid faces, right? They are not identical. But when it comes to this figure, all the six faces are identical, and the shape of one face is square, right? So we are calling this cube, right? So you already know that we call this cube. And our third figure is, yes, it is something like this. Right? All the faces are triangular. Right? All the faces are triangular shape. So equilateral triangles are there. Right? This side, and below side, and the other way around. Right? All the four sides are triangular faces. So we call this one, if you can remember from your grade 7, we call this one as tetrahedron. Right? Tetrahedron. Right? Right. So the next one is, it is something like, here. So you don't need to draw. Right? the bottom side is a square shape, right? And in grade 7, if you were with me in grade 7, I told you an what was it? Great example, right? Can anyone remember? Yes, Hirusha and Chirag, right? So Nevinu, Farad, can you remember the example that I gave you for?
Square pyramid.
Yeah, the example I told you about a real world example for this one. For this one, I told you a real
The
world.
pyramid.
Abuda, Chira?
I think the pyramid. I think.
Super. Mukad pyramid, yeah. Giza, Giza hi pyramid, right? Pyramid of Giza. So normally, if you see a pyramid, right, the base is square. So we called it square pyramid. So Buddha, this is it. The base is a square. And all the other sides, right, all the other sides are triangular shapes, right? The base is a square, right? All the lengths are equal in size, right? Then other four sides are triangular. So we call this square pyramid, right? Fourth figure is square pyramid. Right. Then last one. Right. So what is this? Can anyone tell me the name? This one. What is this?
Triangular prism.
Huh? What is it? Yes.
Triangular prism.
Triangular.
Prism.
Yes. Super. Triangular prism. Right. So write it. The name of this is triangular prism. Right. Right. So Uday, please remember these names. Right. Please remember these names. Cuboid, cube, tetrahedron, square pyramid, triangular prism. Why we call triangular prism? This side is a shape of a triangle, and the other side, this part, the other side is also the face of the shape of the face is triangle, right? So this is called a prism, right? So triangular prism, right? Right. Okay. So Buddha, these are the things that we learned in grade 7. Grade 7. And also, I have given you a review exercise, and I have given you a review exercise so that you need to do it, right? And understand, and you need to memorize how many vertices are there for cuboid, right? How many faces are there for cuboid, and how many edges are there for cuboid, right? So on and so forth. You have to find vertices, edges, and faces for cube, tetrahedron, square pyramid, and triangular prism, right? If you can remember them, you can directly write. Otherwise, you have to count them. Right. Okay with it. First of all, there is a table. I will share the screen so that you can see it clearly, right? And then I will fill the first one by using the screen. Correct? Right. Okay, now I am going to share the screen. And please remember these things. Right? In your exams, you might have these things. Right. So this is the view and sorry. Alright. So we have done this. Okay, make a color. Right. This is cube, right? And this is cuboid, tetrahedron, square pyramid, and this is called triangular prism. And before moving into that, right, we need to know what is a regular solid, right? We need to know what is the regular solid. You know what is a solid, right? And when it called regular, right? When it called the regular solid, what are the properties that we need to identify, right? For this, right? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me what are the properties that you need to know when it becomes a regular solid? There are two properties, huh? Anyone? Right. Can't remember. Hari? Okay. So if any solid, right? If any solid becomes, right? If any solid becomes the regular, make a important, right? If any solids to become regular, there are two properties that you need to feel, right? That you need to understand, right? There are two special properties to be satisfied, right? To become any solid a regular solid. Right? So, Buddha, please write here the first reason, right? I will type here. Right? First property is all sides are equal in length. Right? Equal in length. Please write the all sides are equal in length. I will show you this one by using an example when it comes to that part. Right? And the other one is, right, all the angles are equal in magnitude. For just for your knowledge, please remember these things are equal in magnitude. So Buddha, if any solid becomes regular, if any solid becomes regular, you need to remember these two properties and make a part important. Right? If any solid becomes regular solid, right? These two things should be satisfied. All sides are equally in length. All the angles are equally magnitude. Right? That means, right, in a very basic way, right, that means, right, you need to satisfy or you need to obtain identical shapes or identical faces, right? I will explain this part when when we have a question. Right? I will explain when we have a question like this. So the very basically you need to understand any solids become regular if we have all sides are equal in length, all the angles are equal in magnitude. Or else, right, we can refer if we have identical shapes or if we have identical faces on the particular solid, right? Then that solid is called regular, right? Identical shapes, so identical faces should be there, so that we can call that solid as a regular solid, right? I will explain when it comes to the place, right? Right. Did you finish writing to the Lily or please send me D for done to the chat. Shall I proceed? Right. Okay. Right. Okay. And I'm going to clear this one. Right. Now we are going to do the review exercise. Right. So this one is here. Now I will fill this table first column. Right. Right. Okay. So now we have a solid, right? In the first column, right? Second column, third column, fourth column, right? In the first column we have solids, right? In the second column we have to write number of vertices in the cube, right? Then number of faces in the cube, number of edges in the cube, right? First of all, I am going to fill here, right? Can anyone tell me what are the number of vertices, right? How many number of vertices are there in cube?
8 vertices.
Super. 8. EMI. Then how many number of who did that? Please don't touch the board until I say. Hurry. Right. Can anyone tell me how many number of faces are there for cube?
6 faces.
Yes, 6 faces. Right. Then how many number of edges are there for
12, sir.
12 edges.
12 edges? Right. Okay. And how the Mahana Thailand. Now Devhara gave me all the answers, right? Super. Then right, Farad. Can you remember for a cuboid, how many number of vertices are there for cuboid?
8.
8. And how many number of faces are there for cuboid?
6.
8. How many number of edges are there for cuboid? Can't remember.
12.
12 is very similar to cube. So the cube and cuboid are very similar, right? So both of them are having same number of vertices, same number of faces, same number of edges. Right. Okay. So now I will give you like 2 minutes to fill regular tetrahedron, square pyramid, and triangular prism. Right? Okay, give it a try to fill number of vertices, number of faces, number of edges for regular tetrahedron, square pyramid, and triangular prism. Right. You can send the answers to the chat. Chat right? I will name this as A. Make it about A so that you can send me answer A, B, and C. Give it a try. So you can type your answer A, number of vertices, right? For an example, I will say 10, comma, number of faces 5, comma, number of edges 20. Right? Then again B, right? 1, 2, 3, so that you can send me the answers to the chat whenever. No need to put regular tetrahedron, so on and so forth. Just A, B, C. Give it a try to send me the answers. Do it fast. If you cannot remember, that's okay, right? I will give you 2 minutes. Huh? Okay. Netmeter has sent me the answer for the first part, and Pirusha, yes. Okay, Sinara, good. So what about the square pyramid? Pirusha has sent me the second answer as well. What? And what about the triangular prism? Okay, if you cannot remember, you need to by heart them. මේවා පාඩම් කරලා තියාගන්න. Directly you can remember them and you can give the answers at the exam. හරිද? Right? Yes, Neville. Okay, Hirusha I think got the first place, so he has sent me all the answers. Then no, Devhara got the first place. Hirusha got the second place. Neville got the third place. Super. Neville, what about the triangular prism's number of edges? Is it 8? Yes, yes. Super. Alright, okay. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Right. Okay. So I am going to fill this. Right. Right. I'll fill current. Right. So for a regular tetrahedron, right? Regular tetrahedron, number of vertices, right? So your answers are perfect. All 4. Then number of vertices. Sorry, number of faces. 4 for a regular tetrahedron. And number of edges, it is 6. Right. Then square pyramid. Square pyramid 5. And here also 5. The number of faces are 5. The number of edges are 8. So you guys are good now, near me. Then triangular prism, number of vertices, there are 6 vertices. Then number of faces, there are 5 faces. Right, number of edges, there are 9 edges. Right. So these are the numbers that you need to remember. Make a put there, right? Hi. Today, if you have something to be written, please write this. කවුද නැත්තේ සෙනොලින් සිය නෙවිලු කියන්නේ ඒකයි චාවිලු yes චාවිලු නෙවිලු සිය right
After class on next class.
Bharat, please can you mute? Right. Okay, make how the next tell Gayumi is okay. Pasali Gurma Simara Netmita is here. Janani is not here. Right. Right. Okay, guys. I hope you have finished writing. Right? Okay. Now I'm going to clear this one. Make it look there, right? There are no difficult logics are there. There are difficult logics there. All the things you have to study. Right? Right. So this one, I will zoom this. I'm going to zoom the right. So second question. A figure of a solid constructed by pasting together two triangular faces, right? Of two identical regular tetrahedrons, right? Tetrahedrons. So Buddha, you know what is a tetrahedron? So it is something like this, right? So one single tetrahedron look like this. Right? Actually, we cannot see this side. It is on the other side. That is why I use the dash line. Or make a dash line use right? These are the edges that we can see, right? So this is one, that means single tetrahedron. So this is the first side, right? And this is the second side, and below you have the third side, and the other way around you have the fourth side, right? Right. By using two regular tetrahedrons, right? The two regular tetrahedrons has been pasted by using this below, right? This below face, right? Upside down like this. Right? So it becomes like this when the male pair. Right? Now they are asking, right? Find the number of edges, faces, and vertices on this solid. Right? Can anyone tell me by counting how many edges are there, how many faces are there, how many vertices are there? Number of edges, right? Then number of faces, then number of vertices. Right, guys, send me the answers for this. Right, please do it fast. You have to fill the thing by looking at the figure. You have to count them. Right, and these dash lines are the lines that you cannot see. Those dash lines are in the other side of the figure. Right, අනිත් පැත්තෙන් මේ.
Sir,
හවුද?
regular tetrahedron එකේ faces 4යි, vertices 4යි, edges 6යි.
Right. So they are asking how many total number of edges and how many total number of faces, how many total number of vertices are there in this figure, because two regular tetrahedrons has been pasted on one another. Right. So we have this solid now, right? This total solid by pasting two regular tetrahedrons upside down. In the top, right? In the top you have a regular tetrahedron, one regular tetrahedron, and in the below you have another regular tetrahedron. So you have to count the vertices, edges, and faces. Right. It looks like very hard nail. None of you have sent me the answer. Is it hard? Right. Okay, now I am going to do this. Now look at the code. Okay, I have received an answer. Yes, Chaviru has sent me. Super. Right, yeah. So right, okay. I am going to count the number of edges first. The number of edges. Now you need to do the same thing like me. Right? Take your pencil, right? Take your pencil, and I am going to change the color, right? So that you can identify them very easily. Right? So this is one edge. Right? I will count it 1, this other one, 2, 3. Right? Then 4, 5, 6. There are 6 edges now. 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 edges in this total figure. Then How am I going to count the number of faces? Right. So I will use my pencil. So in the topmost regular tetrahedron, right, I have three faces, right? So front face is here, and the other face around here, and the other face around this, right? So there are three faces on the top, and likewise you have 1, 2, and 3 faces in the below side as well. So already top you have 3 faces and below you have 3 faces. Altogether there are 6 faces. And how you are going to count the vertices? Very easy. How you are going to count the vertices? So topmost vertices is this, right? Vertex is this. 1, 2, here you have vertex 3, here you have 1, 4, and on the other side you have vertex like this. So altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 vertices, right? There are 5 vertices. Right? Okay. Right. Number of edges 9, number of faces 6, number of vertices 5. Right? I hope your answers are correct. Alright. Okay, guys. Do third question. Third question I will explain it in the board. I'm going to board it. Okay, you have to count these things. Make a rope balaga. You have to count. I will do it. I will do this one in the screen and as well as in the board dash, right? So I will do this in both board and screen so that you can understand. I will give you 2 minutes to send me the answers for the number of edges, number of faces, and number of vertices in this solid. You need to count how many number of faces, how many number of vertices, how many number of edges are there. I will give you 2 minutes. Edges, faces, vertices. Okay. You just send me how many faces are there. Yes. Saviru got the first place. Sirisa got the second place. Great. Another 30 seconds remain. Just here. Right. Okay, Budhi. Now focus on the screen and I will discuss this in the board dash. Right. Yes, Nedulus. Yes, Tira. Right, good. So now I am going to do this one. Right. So look at the board. Sorry, look at the screen. Right. Now, first of all, I will count my number of edges. So here in on the top square pyramid, right? We have this edge, right? 1, then 2, 3, 4. 4 edges, right? And here 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 edges. 9. Now in the cube, right? 9, 10, 11, and the other side 12, right? And bottom side, bottom one, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So Buddha, we have 16 edges are there, right? All together 16 edges, right? Okay. Now I am going to count the number of faces. For a pyramid, right? On top of you have a pyramid. For a pyramid, right? Except this below pyramid, right? Except this below square, we have 4 triangular faces. 1, 2, and here this other side 3, and the back side, right? 4. There are 4 sides, 4 triangular faces. And when it comes to the cube, right? So normally you are having 6 faces, right? Normally you are having 6 faces, but one square face has been pasted on each other with the square pyramid, right? So Uda, here you have first side, then second side, the other way around third side. From this side you have 4 faces. Top side, top pyramid you have 4 faces all along. Then here you have again 4 faces, and the below one is 5, right? So Uda, all together 4 plus 4, 8, and below you have another one face, right? Below you have another one face. 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. There are 9 faces, right? On top of the pyramid, we have 4 faces, and for this cube, we have 5 faces, except this pasted one. Right. So that we have total 9 faces are there. Then I am going to count my number of vertices. On the topmost, we have first vertex, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. There are 9 vertices again, right? Right. Okay. Do I need to do this at the board? May screen board take or maybe? So then please tell me. Do I need to do my correct order? Tell me. Right. Okay. I will do. No one is telling nothing. I have the bio one here. කියන්න බෑ. ඇයි එක්සෑම් මොනවද දියනවා කිව්වද? Chavil is saying no need කියලා. හරි. Only Chavil said comment නැහැ. I will do it in the board. මම මේ board එක කරන්නම්. හරි? Right. So in the example review exercise page number 1 review exercise I will clear this one. මම මේ clear කරන්නම්. හරි. Review exercise page number 1 third question. Right. Here on top first of all I will draw the cube on cube එක අදින්නම්. Right, so this is my cube. Right? Okay. Right. Then on top of this cube, we have our regular tetrahedron. Sorry, a square pyramid, right? Square pyramid. So we cannot see these sides. We have a bit of pain. Right. Okay. So now I am going to find the number of edges, the number of faces, and number of vertices. Right. So now first of all, I will take a different color so that you can understand. Right. Number of edges. On top of the figure, you have a square pyramid, right? So this is the first edge, second edge, third one, and we cannot see this one in the other side, 4. Then here 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 9, 10, 11. I haven't drawn another edge so that I have to draw it. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there are 16 edges. Right? So when it comes to faces, right? Same thing, you have to count them, right? Same thing. Right? So on top of the pyramid, right? On top we have a pyramid and we can find only 4, right? Only 4 triangular faces on top of this pyramid. Right? 4 faces, right? Then when we consider this bottom cube, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and below 1, 5. So there are 5 faces in the cube. Only visible faces. Altogether 4 plus 5, there are 9 faces. Right? Then number of vertices. Right? So on top we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have 9 vertices are there. Yeah. Right. So this should be your answer. I hope all of you got the correct answer for this. Right? Okay. So now we are going to discuss, right, the new solids that you have to learn. Right? The new solids that you have to learn. First one, octahedron. Right? Octahedron. So I have given you some spaces here. Right? Blank spaces. Those spaces are the most important keywords that you need to remember for each and every solid. When you are referring on octahedron, you need to remember these blank spaces. Blank spaces means we are going to fill them. Right? We are going to fill them. Those are the most important keywords you need to memorize. Right? When you are referring your book or you are referring your note, you need to know these things are the most important keywords that I need to know. Right? So those things are very important for my exam as well. Right? So I need to remember them. Right? Likewise, you need to remember. Okay? Right. So first of all, we have octahedron. Right? Octahedron. Right? Right. First of all, I will write octahedron. That is our first solid. Correct? Okay. So when it comes to an octahedron, it is very similar to a tetrahedron, but the octahedron has been built according to the tetrahedron, right? But the shapes are different, right? But the solids that we have used already there is very different. Right? So for octahedron, the basic solid that we have used is the square pyramid, right? On top we have a square pyramid, and on the below, right? Below another square pyramid. We have merged them on one another, right? For an example, right? This is my top square pyramid, right? This is my top square pyramid, and for that another square pyramid has been pasted on each other like this. Right? Top square pyramid, below square pyramid, by using the square side like this. Right? By using the square side, I have pasted them on top of them. Right? So you need to remember that. Right? So basic thing is this. So if you see any octahedron in your real life, it is something like, right? The bottom side, right, or the middle side will be like this. It is a square pyramid, right? Square shape. I have already given it in the figure, right? In the tube, I have already given it. So no need to worry, right? No need to waste our time on drawing this, right? And this is the topmost square pyramid, right? This is the topmost square pyramid, and this side you cannot see. So that I have used a dotted line here. Right? And same identical square pyramid has been pasted from the below, right? Has been pasted from the below. Right? So and here it is. Right? On top we have a square pyramid. On below we have a square pyramid. So that there are two square pyramid on top of each other, right? And our octahedron has been made, right? Right. First of all, let's write the introduction about this. So I have given you some space there, right? So I will write it in the board. So you have to fill the necessary space. Right. I will write the keywords which are very suitable for the blank spaces by using red pen. So that you have to use, or you have to use the red keywords to fill out the blank spaces. Okay. So normally we are going to tell our octahedron. It is something like this. Correct? A solid object, right? A solid object which has 8 identical equilateral triangles, right? So each and every shape is an equilateral triangle. How many equilateral triangles are there for an octahedron? Octa means, in another word, 8. Octa means, in another word, that is called 8. You need to remember. Octa means 8. Right? I hope you can remember. Pentagon. Penta means 5. Right? Penta means 5. And if you can remember hexagon, hexa means 6. Right? So on and so forth. Normally we are referring this octa here, right? Octa word, right? Octa means 8. Keep that in your mind. This will help you to remember, right? So normally we have equal, right? Equilateral identical triangle, right? Equilateral identical triangles. How many identical triangles are there? 8 triangles. And 8 triangles are there. So by using that 8 equilateral triangles, right, we are going to make our octahedron. So now let's write our definition here, right? A solid object, right? A solid object which has eight identical, right? 8 identical equilateral triangles, right? Could they please write it with me? Equilateral triangles. Equilateral triangular, sorry. Equilateral triangular shaped faces is called a regular octahedron. Is called a regular octahedron, right? A regular octahedron, right? So now this is the thing that you need to remember, right? Here you have 8. So you need to remember this. A solid object which has 8 identical equilateral triangular shaped faces, right? All the faces are identical and equilateral triangle, right? Identical equilateral triangle shaped faces. How many faces are there? For octahedron, octa. Octa means 8. There are 8 identical faces for octahedron. And what is the type of the face? Type is equilateral triangular shaped faces. Correct? 8 identical equilateral triangular shaped faces are there for a regular octahedron. Are they? Right. So then I have given you in the next subtitle, characteristics of a regular octahedron. Characteristics of a regular octahedron. Right. Below this, you have that, right? Characteristics of a characteristics of a regular octahedron. Right? Right. So I have given you, right? There are, right? And there are 4 properties or characteristics that you need to know for octahedron, right? There are special 4, right? characteristics, right, that you need to know for a regular octahedron, right? So what are those special characteristics, right? First one is number of faces, number of edges. Then third one is number of faces, right? Sorry, faces, vertices and edges. Faces, vertices and edges. You need to know them, right? And this is the other specialty, right? The shape of a face is equilateral triangular shape. So that is the fourth one. Let's write them down. First of all, let's count the number of faces, right? Let's count the number of faces for an octahedron. So here I told you we are pasting, right, equal square pyramids on top and bottom, right? So here we have a square pyramid on top. How many faces are there for square pyramid on top side except the bottom face? There are, here there is an equilateral triangle, and also this face is also an equilateral triangle. On the other side, right, this side we cannot see that, right? This side also we have an equilateral triangle. On this side, again we have an equilateral triangle on top. So how many equilateral triangles are there on top of the pyramid? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. So on top we have 4 equilateral triangular shapes, and likewise below, how many equilateral triangular shapes are there for octahedron? In the below, again you have 4 equilateral triangles in the below as well. So top we have 4 equilateral triangular shapes, right? In the below we have again 4 equilateral triangular shapes. So 4 plus 4, there are 8 faces. There are 8 faces, right? As 8 identical equilateral triangular shapes, right? So let's write. First one, there are 8 faces. Right? There are 8 faces. You need to remember these things, okay? And you need to remember this, guys. In your exams, they will ask directly how many number of faces are there for an octahedron. How many number of vertices? How many number of edges are there for a regular octahedron? So on and so on. You need to remember that. Alright? Okay. So second one. Now we are going to find the number of vertices. There are, right. Let's see how many vertices are there. On top we have 1, below 2, here 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. So there are 6 vertices. Right? There are 6 vertices. Right? Please write. Third one. There are faces done, vertices done. Now we are going to find the number of edges. Right. So I will count them. Right. This is my first edge, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. So there are 12 edges. Right? There are 12 edges. There are 12 edges. Now what is the fourth one? What is the fourth one?
Excuse me, sir. 16 edges එමෙ තියෙන්න ඕනේ.
Sorry, what did you say?
16 edges එමෙ තියෙන්න ඕනේ.
No, on top we have 4 edges because it is a square pyramid. This is the first edge, second edge, and we cannot see that edge, so that is dash line, third edge, and here we have fourth edge, right? On top we have 4 edges. And here we have another one, 5, and here another one we have 6, and on the other side 7, and this side 8. And below this is 9, 10, 11, the edge that we cannot see, 11, 12. Already there are 12 edges. Already?
Oh, sir.
Ajay? Yes.
Hard, sir.
Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. So, what is the 4th special characteristics that we need to know? We have missed something. Now we know there are 8 faces, and we know there are 6 vertices, and we know there are 12 edges, but we haven't mentioned about the special property. What is the special property? Identical equilateral triangular shaped faces. Right? Right. Right. So now let's write the 4th one. What type for? You need to know. Right. So now please write. No need to write. Already I have given, I think. So no need to write. Please highlight the keyword. Right. I will write it in the red mark. Right. So you have to highlight. Take a highlighter or you can underline them. Right. So the all faces are in the shape of now I am going to write the most important thing, right? So please highlight it. All faces are in the shape of identical this one has been already given to you. This is in the cube. Identical equilateral triangles. Make a pattam important, you need to remember. So these are the 4 characteristics that you need to know for a regular octahedron. 8 faces, 6 vertices, 12 edges, and all faces are in the shape of identical equilateral triangles. Right? Identical equilateral triangles. Right? Right. If you know these 4, you know what is a octahedron. Right. So that's all for octahedron. Right. So now we have to draw the net of the octahedron. That is somewhat tricky, but I will let you know it in the easiest way that you can remember. That you can remember. Now, if you want to draw the net of the octahedron, right? If someone asks from you how to draw the net of the octahedron, right? First of all, most important thing that you need to know is, right? Most important thing that you need to know is, tell me how many faces are there for octahedron. That is the first thing that you need to know, that you need to remember. Tell me how many number of faces are there for octahedron? 8. Yes. So that is the first thing you need to remember. For octahedron, there are 8 faces, And what is the shape of a face? What is the shape of a face?
Triangle.
Uh, and identical
Equilateral triangle.
equilateral triangle. So Buddha, we need to have 8 identical equilateral triangles. Are there 8 identical equilateral triangles? Keep that in your mind. Now I am going to share the screen and I will draw the net. Alright. You have to follow the same steps to draw. Alright. I am going to give you the easiest way. Alright. Okay guys. I am going to share the screen. Right. So Buddha, here right. Take your pencil and ruler. Right. Take your pencil and ruler. Right. Alright. Okay. From here, right, at the middle of the page, right? Sorry, not the middle, to the left hand side, that somewhere around here. When we are going, right? Right. Horizontal side, take 4 squares. To horizontal side, take 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Do as I say. Right. Right. Okay. So the here is from here again I will take 4 squares to the horizontal side. Then I will draw right a line by completing our triangle like this. So you have to take you have to take 6. You have to take 6 squares down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is here. Take 6 squares down. Is there any? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't be hurry. Right? Draw it very slowly. Right? So that to this side you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. To downside you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. So at the middle point you have to take the vertex. Alright. Right. Alright. So say by using the same scale, right? I am going to draw another 2 triangles. Another 2 triangles like this by taking the same scale. Right? Like this. Right. Then right. Please let me know once you finish. Yes, not right. These are not squares but quadrilaterals. These are some quadrilaterals. Actually, these are not in square mode, right? It's not a square shape, not in square shape, right? Right. Right. Hope you have finished drawing. And right now, take the ruler and join these two and join these two. And to this side, you have to draw another triangle by using the same measurement. Right? Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 triangles now. 6 equilateral triangles. Right? Now I told you to remember how many equilateral triangles are there for a octahedron. Right? There are totally 8 equilateral triangles. So where we are going to draw other 2 triangles? Now already we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. Right? And here on top of this triangle, I am going to draw another one so that I am completing 7 triangles. And where to draw the other? Other triangle is in the below, like this. One other triangles is in the middle, right? So take the same scales and draw. Like this, right? So now here we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, phase 6, phase 7, phase 8. Now there are 8 equilateral triangles, identical equilateral triangles. 8 identical equilateral triangles. So this is called the net of the octahedron. No need to write that. Right. Okay, then. If you already have drawn this, we can have the break. And everybody 5-minute break can come. Alright, then let's again begin the lesson. Right? Now it is 7:22. Let's meet at 7:23. Let's meet at 7:28. Alright, 7:28, 7:29. Please draw this. This is not a hard lesson. Okay. So now the first thing is over, right? The first solid is over. Now we are going to move to the our second solid, right? The second one is called dodecahedron, right? Dodecahedron, right? Dodecahedron, right? So these are like Japanese names, huh? Right? Ikosa, octa, right? Right. So this is our second, right? Second solids that we are going to talk about. Right? Right. First of all, I will draw this. Right? This will take much time, but right, I will try my best to draw this. Right? Normally, in your exams, they will not ask to draw icosahedron, dodecahedron, right? So these 2 figures will not be there in the exam to draw, not to draw, right? They will ask draw net of the dodecahedron, draw net of the icosahedron, right? The third solid that we are going to talk about next, right? It is called icosahedron, right? So they will ask from you to draw the nets, but not the actual figure, right? It is very hard. This is some when it comes to the dodecahedron, right? It is very similar to football, very similar to football, but not a football. There are so many phases in the football, right? blocks, right? There are so many blocks, but here we have a limited blocks, right? So on top of this, we have something like this. When we have the shapes here, right? So I have given it to you in the paper, right? In the table. I have given it to you, so no need to worry about drawing. Alright. This is something like this. So this is something like a lantern, right? Make a lantern very similar, right? Vesak lantern, right? Normally we are using these kind of shapes for Vesak lanterns or api. Amutu kolyak color light than cardboard right? By using the visual board, we are going to make these things and we put staples at the edges, right? So that we can build a beautiful lantern, right? Vesak lantern by using this dodecahedron format, right? Dodecahedron solids format, correct? So this is our dodecahedron, right? So what are the special things that you need to know when you consider about the solid dodecahedron, correct? So each and every, correct? Each and every face takes a pentagonal shape, right? Right? Pentagonal. 5 equal sides, right? Pentagon, right? Each and every side of this dodecahedron, right? Each and every face of this dodecahedron takes a shape of pentagon, right? Takes the shape of pentagon, right? So that is the most important thing you need to remember. And how many pentagonal shapes are there for a dodecahedron, right? Altogether there are 12 faces, 12 identical pentagonal shapes, right? 12 identical pentagonal shapes for dodecahedron. For octahedron, the previous one, 8 equilateral triangular shapes, right? 8 equilateral triangular shapes for octahedron, previous solid. Now this is dodecahedron, right? We have 12, right? 12 pentagonal, right? Identical shapes. Right? So first of all, let's write the introduction, right? So I will use the same red pen so that we will refer. Right? So let's write a solid object, right? A solid object which has 12 regular, right? Which has 12 regular pentagonal faces. Pentagonal faces is called a regular dodecahedron. A regular dodecahedron. Right? So a solid object, right? A solid object which has 12 regular pentagonal faces is called a regular dodecahedron, right? There are 12, right? Regular pentagonal faces. Pentagon, 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 right? දන්නවනේ වොෂින්ටන් DC වල තියෙන පෙන්ටගන් කියලා. පෙන්ටගන් එක කියලා කියන්නේ. අර ඒ උඩින් බලපුවාම pentagon එකක් තියෙනවා. regular pentagon. ඒකේ තියෙන ලොකු building එක. හරි? අර වොෂින්ටන් DC නිව්යෝර්ක් වල තියෙන. right? ඔය ෆිල්ම්ස් වල එහෙම ගන්නවා හරිද? උඩින් යන ගමන් right හෙලිකොප්ටර් එකේ යන ගමන් තිති ගාලා යන ගමන් right පෙන්න එකපාරට වොෂින්ටන් DC pentagon headquarters. හරි? සමහරට ෆිල්ම් බලනකොට ඔයාලා හම්බෙලා ඇති. හරි? වොෂින්ටන් DC right? මොකද්ද? Pentagon headquarters. So on and so on, right? You might have seen, right? So if you want to search, right, just search Pentagon, Washington DC in the way in the internet, right? In net search kala what is Pentagon, right? It is situated in well, America, United States, right? Right. So we have to fill the same thing, right? Right. So now you know what is called a dodecahedron. So this is the introduction. Right. Right. Then we are going to fill characteristics of a dodecahedron. Right. Right. So it is impossible to calculate. So actually we need to have a dodecahedron in my hand so that I can count all the faces and all the edges and all the vertices. So right now, in your schools you might make these things, right? In this one. Right? Right. So characteristics of a regular dodecahedron, right? So normally you need to remember there are how many faces for a dodecahedron? Here, a solid object which has 12 regular pentagonal faces is called a regular dodecahedron. So there are 12 faces, right? There are 12 faces for a dodecahedron, right? And you need to remember that there are 20 vertices. Right? Very easy to remember. 12 faces, 2 comes here, 20 vertices for a dodecahedron. Right? And then how many edges? Very interesting. Right? There are 30 edges. Right? There are 30 edges. Right? There are 30 edges. Please write it. Right. Oh, I hope you have written down it. And right. Okay. Now, fourth one, right? Now you have to highlight the thing that I am going to write down by using my red pen, right? So the fourth one is, right, very important, right? All faces of a regular dodecahedron, right? All faces of a regular dodecahedron, all faces of a, this has been given now, regular dodecahedron. Right? All faces of a regular dodecahedron take the shape of, right? Take the shape of identical regular pentagon, right? Identical, but the important you need to remember is identical regular pentagon. Right? Could you please write this mail? So you need to remember these things. For a dodecahedron, there are 12 faces, right? 20 vertices, 30 edges. And the other special characteristic is, right? For the regular dodecahedron, right? A face shape is identical regular pentagon, right? Identical regular pentagon, right? Right. For drawing this net, net එක අඳින්න, right? For drawing this net of our dodecahedron, right? There is no exact, right? There is no exact measurement. There is no exact measurement for them. So let's write. Let's draw a net, right? Let's draw a net where we can draw, right? There will be no actual measurement for this one, but you need to get identical pentagonal shapes, right? Identical pentagonal shapes, right? Wait until I draw. Don't draw. Right? Don't do anything, right? First of all, I am going to draw a pentagonal shape, right? In the middle. A pentagonal shape in the middle, like this. Right? Then each and every side of this, right? There are 5 sides. On each and every sides of this, we need to draw, right? Very similar, right? Very similar 5 pentagons on top of these sides. Another like this. Actually, I cannot tell exact measurement to draw this, right? But the way is this. But all of the shapes should be identical. Each and every shape should be identical. Like, right? And here, and comes here, and this comes here, and like this. Take this side, and here, and here, and now how many? Sorry. Now how many sides we have drawn? How many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have already drawn 6 faces. How many faces should be there for a dodecahedron? For this, I am drawing it under the octahedron. Sorry, right? Here I think you have the dodecahedron word, right? So we are going to draw the head of the dodecahedron. So I think you have the dodecahedron keyword here. So for a dodecahedron, we have 12 faces, no? Right? Now we have drawn how many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So we need to draw another 6 faces to become altogether 12 faces. So how we are going to draw another 12 faces? This is the way, right? We are going to merge, right? We are going to merge this part, right, as another, right? We are going to merge this part as another face. We are going to merge this part as another face like this. So now seventh one. Then I am going to complete the 8. So there you have to take the small lengths. Use small lengths to draw these things. Right? However, you need to end up with the. It is like a flower. Flower having a 5 petals. Right? And here also you will be having a pentagon like this, and also this. Right. Okay. So now I have completed. Here I have explained now 7. Right. This is 7. And this is 8. This is 9. This is 10. 11. This is 12. So now these are the 12 phases that I have drawn. No need to number. Right. Please give it a try to draw similar figure to this. Make it a samana figure. So this is called the net of the dodecahedron, because for the dodecahedron we have 12 faces, identical, right, pentagonal shape, right, identical pentagonal shape. So once you have drawn, please let me know what here. For icosahedron, there is an easy way to draw the net. The only challenge is to draw the net of the dodecahedron, so that because we have a pentagonal shape face, right? There should be 12 pentagons. There should be 12 pentagons. Right, draw it fast. Put make it in there, right? So send me D when you done, right? Send me D to the chat when you have done.